I wasn't able to upload yesterday. I had to go to my family's funeral. But with all that being said, you don't want to hear that sad story, so let's continue. What if Goku and Kakarot were different people? Piccolo and Kakarot were continuing their gravity training, going out through space. Kakarot wished he could have brought Gohan, but Gohan wanted to, study and all that lame stuff, which, come on, man. Why do that? Why do that when you can be a fighter? If being a fighter's fun, you know what I mean? Anyway, as they trained, they got more and more close. Kakarot and Piccolo bonded. True, they trained together before, but that was back when they had selfish reasons. And now they didn't really know what threat was on Namek, so they were really just bonded. They became almost like brothers. Those 6 months of intense training every day, every second, learning what makes each other tick, it really bonded them, and they felt more bonded than ever. Piccolo and Kakarot grew substantially, and Piccolo would actually be able to do higher gravity training because of his regeneration. So Kakarot and Piccolo would be near even, and they would even surpass Goku. Goku would have to go to Kaioken times 5 to even match them at this point, because of how much they've grown. As they reached Namek, however, they would both get out. And as they began to scan the situation, they suddenly felt more power levels. Higher ones, but these felt malicious. Were there evil Namekians on this planet? Something didn't seem right. Suddenly, Frieza soldiers would appear. As the soldiers appeared, they'd say, Namekian, and it looks like a Saiyan. Are you with Vegeta? I heard he's a traitor. Kakarot would look and say, so Vegeta grew some balls. Interesting. No, I'm not with him, but I can send him a message. After I kill him, of course. You'll see him soon in hell. Tell him I said hello. As suddenly he would blow them up and laugh. And then he looked down. I didn't feel as good as I thought it would. Piccolo says, cold changing for the better. Besides, killing people for revenge is just petty. Kakarot would say, I guess you're right. What do we do? I gotta protect my people. Kakarot and Piccolo would nod. As some King Kai would begin to talk to them. Listen, Piccolo, I know you want to see your people, but Frieza's there. You need to get out of there. Frieza's the strongest in the universe. Kakarot would smirk, and he would remember Frieza, actually. He remembered Tails a bit. After all, that's the reason his father sent him off. He said, my father sent me away because of him. He blew up the planet. I'm gonna get my revenge. Kakarot would smirk. Piccolo would say, and I'm going to avenge my people. King Kai would try to talk them out of this, but they would tell him to shut up and end the transmission. Well, they didn't really end it. They just yelled at King Kai till he stopped listening. This pissed King Kai off, but what can he do? He decided to let Goku and the others know about it. As Goku decided to tag along, he brought along Krillin Tien, and he really did want to bring Gohan, but Chi-Chi wasn't too big on that. Although Gohan did argue that discovering new species on an entirely different planet could really help him out with his studies and learn new things. Eventually, Chi-Chi would budge and let Gohan come along with. As they all got into spaceship, began to do their gravity training. Meanwhile, we cut to Kakarot and Piccolo, who would go over and find a village. This village was not ransacked yet. As they quickly flew down, Kakarot would say, follow me for safety. Piccolo would say, it's okay, you can trust him. The villagers would be informed of what's going on, and they would all fall on into the spaceship, and they would hide their power levels. Kakarot and Piccolo would move the spaceship into a cave, since they had the capsules, and they would all hide out there. They managed to save an entire village. And as they asked for information what's going on, the elders would tell them. And one of the elders would ask Piccolo to go over and meet Nail. He seems like he's strong, a very powerful Namekian. If they both fused, maybe they could stand a chance. Piccolo agreed as he went over to Nail with Kakarot. And as Kakarot and Nail looked at each other, Nail would get ready to fight. You look like the invaders, and I could tell you have a good heart, but it's clouded in darkness. Why are you here? Piccolo would look at him and say, be at ease, he's on our team. We came from Earth. There was a Namekian there who made the Dragon Balls. And I've came here to visit this planet and to see what my home people are like. Little did I know that there was an invasion. I'm here to help. Nail would look at him and say, I can sense you have good intentions. All right. I'll help you. Let us fuse. Piccolo would say, I don't want to lose myself. Nail would say, don't worry, you'll still be yourself. Come on, Piccolo. Nail would look at Piccolo as Piccolo looked at him, as he sighed and said, let's get this over with. As they began to tap each other's shoulders, they began to merge into one being as their souls mixed together, and Nail and Piccolo became one. As Piccolo said, this power, I can do it, I feel great, yes, I can do this. As Kakarot then started to laugh hysterically. Really? You're gonna chant? What are you, a cheerleader? Piccolo said, shut up. As then they got the Dragon Ball from Guru and moved him into the cave. As they were waiting for the others to arrive, Piccolo wanted to fight Frieza. He could sense that he was stronger, not knowing about Frieza's other forms, of course. And Kakarot actually agreed. He got his potential unlocked and felt way stronger too. They felt like they can do this. King Kai warned them not to, but they decided to break the warning. Meanwhile, we cut to Vegeta. Vegeta would have just broken out of Frieza's spaceship and got most of the Dragon Balls. However, he was still missing a few, and those were with the Namekians that were with Piccolo and Kakarot. As suddenly, Piccolo and Kakarot began to fly to Frieza's spaceship, Vegeta would look up and see them and realize where they were going, and he would think, are they that bold? It seemed like they were going to fight Frieza, and Vegeta could have kept looking for the Dragon Balls. In fact, he wanted to, but the only reason he wanted to be immortal is so he could kill Frieza. If they kill him first, no, they couldn't kill him first. He was the Prince of all Saiyans. Vegeta, he would be one to kill him. Part of him really wanted to go over and look. But the other part of him really wanted to go over and fight Frieza. Even though Frieza was so much stronger. He was just so torn. Vegeta kept looking, but since the Namekians hit their power level, he could not find the Dragon Balls. Meanwhile, we cut to Piccolo and Kakarot, who flew over to the spaceship as Frieza was there and looked up at him. Who are you? Kakarot would smirk and say, we are the ones who are going to kill you. Piccolo would land. Frieza would say, a Namekian and a Saiyan. So are you working with Vegeta? Kakarot would say, Vegeta's here. Interesting, I'll keep that in mind, but no. We're doing some freelance work. Thought we would do the world a service? No, the universe a service by taking your ugly mug out of it. Frieza would get up and say, you Saiyans are always so uppity. That's the reason why I wiped you out. Looks like I have to kill a few more. But then Piccolo would punch Frieza, sending him to the floor, as Piccolo would laugh. I'm actually stronger than you now, Frieza. As Frieza and Piccolo began the battle, Piccolo completely outclassed Frieza in every way, shape, and form. Until, suddenly, Frieza would look at him. Did you really think this was the extent of my power? I will commend you, Namekian. You pushed me like no one else has before. It's been a long time since I've been pushed to this form. I will commemorate that with your death, as suddenly he would transform into his second form. As Kakarot threw up an artificial moon and turned into a great ape, as him and Piccolo would double-team Frieza. Frieza would be pushed on the edge as he began to battle. He actually felt like they were both equals. This shocked him. How could a monkey push him this far into his second form? No matter, Frieza still had a form above this, and Frieza will not be stopped. As that was going on, we cut to Vegeta. Vegeta was looking place after place after place, but no matter where he looked, he couldn't find the other Dragon Balls, until he found a cave. As he went inside of it, he saw the Namekians. Vegeta smirked as he said, hand over the Dragon Balls now. As Grand Elder Guru gave him the Dragon Ball, Vegeta would start to threaten their lives, and Grand Elder Guru looked at him and said, stop. There's a secret. There's a password. I will tell you it if you make me a promise. Vegeta says, what's that? Just kill Frieza, nothing more. Do not destroy this planet. Vegeta would not want to be conditioned to this. However, his entire life he wanted to get revenge against Frieza. And even if he was lying about the password, he really wanted to know this. So Vegeta would say, oh, right. As he gave him the passwords, he would summon Purunga, and Vegeta could wish for immortality, but he thought of wishing for something else. As suddenly he would smirk, and he'd wish to be a Super Saiyan. As he felt the massive power course through his veins, he did it. He achieved the legend. As then Vegeta wanted to wish for something more, the Guru died and the Dragon Balls turned to stone. Suddenly he would fly towards them. As Kakarot and Piccolo would both stop fighting, third form Frieza. Frieza would say, do you give up? Kakarot would say, it's Vegeta. How is that possible? Frieza would say, what are you talking about? As suddenly Vegeta would fly in, but his hair was yellow. As Piccolo said, what happened? Vegeta would laugh and say, I have become the legend. I have become a Super Saiyan. Frieza would begin to shake. Oh, Super Saiyan? You're lying. There's no way you can. But then Vegeta would punch him down to the floor and begin to drag him down to the floor. As he began to battle Frieza, Frieza and Vegeta battled, but Vegeta pulverized Frieza, tortured him, humiliated him. As Frieza began to cough up blood, Frieza started to transform. As King Kai would talk to Vegeta and said, "Don't let him transform. I don't know who you are, but shut the hell up. I'm going to fight him as his best, and I'm going to destroy him as the Super Saiyan I am." As suddenly Frieza transformed to his final form, Vegeta and Frieza would then begin to battle. However, Vegeta was far more powerful, as suddenly Vegeta would punch a hole straight through Frieza's chest and pull it out. Suddenly, Goku and the others would arrive, as Vegeta would look and say, "Kakarot, Goku, watch this." As suddenly he would grab Frieza's head and rip it off and throw it to the floor as he would step on it, crushing it. As the others got their fighting stance, Vegeta says, "Relax, I'll let you live for now." "I'm pretty happy." Vegeta then walked into Goku's spaceship and said, "I'm gonna take this though. It doesn't look too different from my spaceship's controls, so it should be easy." As suddenly he launched out into space, and no one stopped him since he was strong as hell. Vegeta did it. He defeated Frieza. It looks like they're going to have a new enemy to deal with, Vegeta. How will that play out? How will Goku and Kakarot deal with it? Find out next time, and Matt's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And before I end this video, what's your favorite series I ever did? Let me know down in the comments below. Peace out.